Welcome to the Aging Report. Today we're talking about something that affects millions of people quietly, often without anyone noticing it until it feels overwhelming: loneliness and isolation. And first, we need to make sure one thing is clear, that the terms don't get mixed together. Isolation is usually circumstances. It's a lack of contact, fewer visits, fewer calls, and fewer social moments. Loneliness is a feeling. It's the experience of not having the kind of connection you need, feeling unseen, unsupported, or disconnected, even if you're technically around people. That's why someone can live alone and feel totally fine, and someone else can be surrounded by people and still feel deeply lonely. Loneliness isn't a personality flaw, it's a signal, your mind and body telling you connection matters and we're not getting enough of it. Now let's talk about why this can become more common as we age and why it's not just in your head. As we get older, the social world can change in ways that are out of our control. Sometimes it's obvious. Retirement break, the daily routine of coworkers and purpose. Friends move away. Mobility changes makes it harder to get out. Hearing loss can make conversations exhausting. Driving less can shrink your world. And sometimes it's a heartbreak. Bereavement, losing a spouse or a close friend. Family dynamics changing. Becoming a caregiver, which can be isolating in different ways. Even if you're strong and capable, these changes can quietly remove the automatic connection you used to have. So if someone is feeling more lonely with age, it doesn't mean they did something wrong. Often it means their life shifted and their connection system hasn't been rebuilt yet. And when connection drops, the brain reacts in a very specific way. Humans are wired for belonging. Connection is a safety signal. When our brain senses less connection, it can interpret it as less safety. So people often notice more worry, more irritability, more rumination, more sensitivity to rejection, a feeling of being on the edge. And here's the key point for the Aging Matters report. This can be especially strong after a big transition, like retirement, relocation, or loss, because the brain is already trying to adapt to a new normal. When you're in that threat mode, your mind starts scanning. Do I matter? Am I a burden? Have I been forgotten? Does anyone really want to hear from me? Even neutral moments can start to feel personal. This is part of why loneliness can feel so intense. It's not just about sadness, it can be a stress response, which leads to the next piece. Loneliness can be physical. Loneliness isn't only emotional, it can show up in the body. People commonly report trouble sleeping, fatigue, tightness in the chest, appetite changes, less motivation, a sense of heaviness. In simple terms, disconnection can activate the stress systems. And when stress stays on too long, everything feels harder. Even basic tasks such as going out, making a call, meeting someone new, can feel like they take more energy than they should. That's not laziness, that's our nervous system. Now let's talk about the loop that keeps loneliness going. Loneliness often creates a cycle. 1. You feel lonely. 2. You feel low of energy and anxious. 3. You pull back. 4. You get less practice socially. 5. You feel more awkward, more hesitant. 6. You pull back even more. And something tricky happens in this loop. The brain starts predicting rejection, so reaching out feels risky. You might think, I don't want to bother anyone. They're busy. It's been too long. They probably don't want to hear from me. But the longer you wait, the harder it feels. So part of breaking loneliness is not finding perfect friends. It's interrupting the loop gently, in small steps. Before we get into what helps, let's talk about the risk factors and warning signs, especially for older adults and caregivers. Some situations increase the risk of loneliness and isolation. Recent bereavement, such as death in the family, chronic pain or illness, limited mobility or transportation, hearing loss, retirement without a new routine, living alone without regular check-ins, being a caregiver with little support, or moving to a new area. Warning signs can look like, I don't want to go anywhere anymore, skipping meals or neglecting routines, losing interest in hobbies, increased irritability or hopelessness, withdrawing from calls or visits, relying only on TV or scrolling for company, feeling like you don't matter. If someone is feeling persistently down, struggling to function, or experiencing intense stress, that's a sign to involve support, family, trusted adults, and healthcare professionals, because loneliness and mental health can overlap. Now let's shift from understanding the problem to what actually helps. The biggest mistake people make is trying to fix loneliness with one giant leap. They think, I need a whole new social life. That's overwhelming, and it can often lead to doing nothing. So instead, the most effective approach is small, repeatable, low-pressure contact. Think of daily drops, not one big flood. Here are 3 strategies that work, especially for aging-related loneliness. Strategy number 1, micro-connections. Small moments count. Saying hello to a neighbor, short chats at a regular place like library, community center, or faith group, a quick phone call, a simple text like thinking of you. These moments remind the brain I'm still part of the world. Strategy number 2, a place before new people. So instead of searching for friends, find a regular place, a walking group, a class, volunteering, a book club, a community center activity. Why? Because the activity gives structure and makes connections easier. Strategy number 3, routine beats intensity. One consistent weekly group is often more powerful than a bunch of random events. Loneliness improves when connection becomes reliable. Now, if reaching out feels awkward, let's make it easier with scripts. Here are low-pressure messages that don't feel needy. Script number 1, the check-in. Hi, just thinking of you. How have you been? Script number 2, the catch-up. It's been a while. I'd love to hear what you've been up to. Script number 3, the small invite. Hey, I'm going for a walk or coffee this week. Want to join me? No pressure. Script number 4, the honest version. Quick honesty. I've been feeling a little isolated and I'm trying to reconnect. And for caregivers, a version that fits. I'm juggling a lot right now and could use a friendly check-in. Are you free for a quick call sometime? If you're rebuilding connection, keep the stakes low. Daytime plans, short activities, clear start and end times. That reduces the stress and makes it easier to try again. Now let's close with how to build support that actually sticks. Most people don't need a huge social circle. They need 1 or 2 safe friends, one consistent place they belong, a routine of contact. And here's a simple Aging Matters plan. Number 1, choose one weekly place, group, class, volunteering, community center. 2, do micro connections daily. Tiny interactions still matter. 3, reach out to one person each week. 4, measure progress by consistency, not instant closeness. Over time, your brain learns, I am not alone, I'm connected. Check the pinned comment down below for helpful resources on this topic and hit that like button. I'll see you next time.